And she goes, what about flossing? I'm like, I don't know. Every once in a while, she goes, you need to do 5 days a week. I'm like, listen, lady.
Yeah, don't tell me what to do first.
First of all, if I'm not brushing teeth even twice a day, how do you think I'm going to fucking get them to floss 5 days a week? She goes, they can have the weekends off. I'm like,
oh, thanks.
yeah.
Thanks.
They don't even know what a fucking weekend is, let alone to take it off from flossing.
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that this show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you were listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Yes, once again. Or quite possibly. For the first time.
Maybe so, but we're happy that you're here now, today.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're a newbie or was it long time?
Long time.
No, the first time, long time.
First time.
First time or long time?
Well, Cerny, we've come out of Thanksgiving week, and when this episode airs, it will be December 1.
Oh.
November just whoosh, right on by, it feels like.
Oh, you know what? So that would be Thursday, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. So I got right here an advent calendar.
Ooh.
A wine advent calendar. So each day from Costco.
Was it one of these beer ones? I've seen hot sauce advent calendars. I've seen socks, like with a new sock for every day. Chocolate, of course. What do we have here? It's wine. This is great pod. Is it a beer one? Hot sauce.
It's wine.
Oh, wine. I missed that. Oh,
yeah.
Well, that'll be good. See if it was me.
I'd be like, but it's a box, and I was like, it's kind of heavy.
Yeah,
pick it up with one hand.
You'd punch the first day, and then you'd be like, I'm not into this one. What's tomorrow? Let's switch it out tomorrow.
What? Chardonnay, damn it! What's for dinner? Fish?
It's hoping
meat. No.
It's hoping for something a little more full body for dinner tonight. Do they come in like the little airline, little one bottle, or is it half bottles?
I think they're half bottle.
Oh, now he's going to grab it.
375 mil. So.
That is a half a bottle for sure. Mm-hmm. Have I ever told you about my egregious error one time when I actually ordered a half bottle at a restaurant?
No.
So I think it was for an anniversary. My wife and I, we like to eat good food, so we'll go make a reservation at a nice restaurant or whatever, stretch the budget a little bit, eat a good place. So we went there always, and we do it. We try to do it up, right? You get the wine, you get the appetizers, you get the desserts. You're going all out for it. It's anniversary, right? Trying to get laid at the end of the day. We all know what we're doing here. And so brings over the wine booklet. It's serious when it has a separate menu, basically. Like, here's the wine list, and they plop it down, and it's like, oh shit, I got to get my reading glasses out and all this stuff to take a look. But due to price sensitivity, they had these half bottle lists. They had the half bottles listed, and I thought naively that these were literally full bottles, but they had been using them for glass. Like just topping up, pouring glasses out, and they had, we opened this today, it's a half bottle or maybe a little bit more. I'm like, okay, this is cool. So I ordered it, and he brings it over. It's just a little miniature bottle that he's like holding, like so tiny. He's like, here you go, look, is it what you wanted? I'm like, I guess. So
double that times 2.
Yeah, just one for each. I don't know. So we ordered the half bottle, and I was thinking it was going to look like a full bottle, but just be half full. It was not. It was a small bottle full, which proceeded to. Yeah, I was like, oh, thanks. I will not make this mistake again. I've learned my lesson.
Let me mental note. Okay, got it.
Half bottle does mean, in fact, half bottle. But
so I'll be great. I'll be breaking into those.
Okay. Well, am I going to get?
I think I'm gonna. Oh yeah, you get a daily picture. Nice. I think I'll do it in the morning, so that way we can plan dinner accordingly.
I like this. Like, here's tonight's
planning around my wine that I'm gonna be drinking by myself.
I love it. Be like, here's tonight's wine. So just pair your menu accordingly. Thank you. And just leave it up with a little sticky note, some tasting notes, big fruit, big cherry, leather, tobacco. I get it all in here. It's a big one. Big, bold red. Well, plenty of wine is consumed on Thanksgiving week. That's for sure. But much unlike years past, I did not find myself stumbling out of the house late Thanksgiving night to go get in line for a Black Friday sale.
Neither did I. It was all electronic.
Yeah.
And besides, internet. I sent you that video of that guy was like screaming about it. It's like 20% off.
Yes.
What the fuck? I was like, I agree with this guy. Black Friday.
That was pretty funny. This, I guess it was a TikTok.
He's like sitting
to a reel.
He's sitting in his bed. He was like railing against Black Friday, and the hottest deals are 20% off. That's the best you could do.
Weak.
What the fuck is this?
That's weak stuff.
I agree.
I too, and the whole Black Friday, the deal started earlier. Like they were just happening. So I kind of had a few things in my cart and Amazon. I had a few places I was looking at, but I did get some Cyber Monday deals. So, and my wife, but I did a splurge. I got an espresso machine.
Oh, what
a Breville
brand?
Breville.
That's
it's very very nice. I like it. I was eyeballing it. 20% off. Very sizable, high ticket item, but 20% off amounts to a couple $100, and I was eyeballing it for several months, not a half a year, just kind of waiting. Waiting. And then I struck. I struck when the time was right, and Amazon got my Cyber Monday dollars. But
so we went over Thanksgiving, went over to my parents in the evening, watched some football.
Didn't even turn the games on all day. Were they exciting at all?
The first game actually was the best one, I thought. The Bills and the Lions.
Nice.
Close. And then it kind of fell off there. Also, my interest fell off as the wine started flowing.
Yeah, I can. That's sort of how it happens.
Now, James, this is a big week for him.
Early December.
He's expressed December 4th. Niners play the Dolphins, and he is confided to me that he is nervous because he's talked a lot of shit.
The time to pay the piper might be coming soon.
Yeah, either he's got to pay the piper, or he's
turn it to 11.
Yeah, he's going to go overboard.
Exactly.
His phone may melt from the amount of shit he's going to be docking. His thumbs are going so fast, his screen's going to melt.
What do? You just turn the phone off if it goes sideways on you?
For James, or
what do you think?
I'm pulling for James. Fins up. I'm going to fan that. I'm going to. If the Dolphins take it to the 49ers, I'm going to fan the flames. I'm going to stoke that fire, and I'm going to enjoy it because
I'll be right there.
You know, they've been trolling. They've been trolling heavily on both of us for the last few weeks.
They have.
Yeah. Every time they get a victory, we hear them.
Mm-hmm.
When there's a loss, it's crickets.
Nothing.
But a victory,
like the phone stop, cell service shut off when they lose. When there's a loss. But and then the comments are not just like, "Oh yeah, Seahawks loss." It's Niners return to their rightful spot in the top of the NFC.
Yeah, it's always some sort of garbage.
Stop this.
So it's
cap.
Yeah, cap. All cap. No fact.
Yep.
So he is.
He's sweating.
Although I just noticed, so Christmas decorations are up. We put them up a day after Thanksgiving.
Nice.
And we got some decorations. But I was driving, so I had to take Jeffrey to school yesterday, dropping at a dentist appointment in the morning. So I took him to school. On the way to school, I noticed one of the neighbors has us blow up Santa and Rudolph. Dolphins. Santa's in full dolphin gear, and I was like,
"Did they?"
I thought James was the only one on the West Coast.
Wow. I didn't even realize they sold team specific.
Neither did I. That was the first time. It caught my eye because it was teal, and I was like, "The hell!" I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, Santa James, instead of his red suit was a teal suit with the white
teal suit with the dolphin logo right across the chest. I was like, "Oh my god!" And the bag, like his Santa's bag, is a teal with the Dolphins logo on it.
Man, they're going for every dollar they can from sports fans. They're like, these idiots love football so much, we're gonna just print everything we can with the logo, and some sucker's gonna buy it.
Yeah. Although James was telling me I live in a smart neighborhood or some shit like
that. We recently went to the kid dentist as well, and I always take the opportunity to beat up on the dentist when I can, but I don't understand. When we get there, we had both kids, so me and my wife, it was a tag team situation, and we've had some, potentially scarring moments earlier with dentists, so it's a nervous situation. I'm nervous. Everyone's nervous about going to the dentist. And we go there, and we're getting the line of questioning. I'm sure you got the same one. How's the brushing going? And I try to be as straight with them as possible. I'm like, hey, listen, most days we're doing at least once, but we definitely try for 2. But they're fucking 3 and 7. Man. Like we're doing the best we can. Fucking life comes at you quick.
Once a day.
Life comes at you quick. And she goes, what about flossing? I'm like, I don't know. Every once in a while, she goes, you need to do 5 days a week. I'm like, listen, lady.
Yeah, don't tell me what to do first.
First of all, if I'm not brushing teeth even twice a day, how do you think I'm going to fucking get them to floss 5 days a week? She goes, they can have the weekends off. I'm like,
oh, thanks. Thanks.
They don't even know what a fucking weekend is, let alone to take it off from flossing.
I get that. So I brush my teeth every day. But I go to the dentist. And it's always the same. Like, oh, I see you're brushing every day. Oh, it looks like it. Yeah, very good. Mm-hmm. Do you floss? And I always tell them, we both know the answer to that. You were up in there. We both know the answer to that. But you should do it every day. I was like, listen. Last time I leveled with her, I said, listen, I'm 35 years old. She's like looking at me like, yeah. And I was like, I haven't gotten the routine down. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't happening at this point in time, right? So just. I floss when I got something stuck in my tooth. Mm-hmm. And she's like, okay. But we ain't gonna. You can tell me all you want, but it ain't gonna happen.
I know. Do you think there would be higher success is if they just took it down from you have to be 100% all the time to like, hey, if you floss 3 times a week, that would be great.
Let's go for a passing grade first, and then we'll up their expectations.
I think
it's always the shame too.
It is.
It's always
so much shame.
It's like. You know what? You'd be a whole lot better if they start shaming you. It's like, okay, thanks.
You know what you could do next time you pivot the line of questioning? How often are you going to the gym? How many days a week? And they go, once or twice. You need to go 5. You need to go 5. How much cardio?
You can take the weekends off.
20 minutes a day? Well, you need to have at least 20 minutes a day. And tell me about your diet. And just start fucking laying into it.
Yeah. But last time I said, we both know the answer, unless every day. I know what the recommendation is, but I'm 35 years old. I haven't got it down by now. It ain't gonna happen.
And all the technology that exists today, and we can't make toothpaste that doesn't burn the fuck out of kids' mouths because peppermint's the only flavor we're capable of making.
Well, we had some flavor, tutti frutti or some shit like that. It was like
something. There's got to be.
I thought it was mine at one point. It tastes horrible. I was used to the peppermint. I was expecting it. Yeah. I was like, I just did it. I was like, oh, this is what the fuck? I was like, and then I got mad. I was like, what kind of toothpaste you buying? She's like, that's not yours. I was like, oh, sorry. All right, my mistake.
We've tried them all because we'll go. You take the kid and you take them to Target and you just stick them in front of the toothpaste and you read the flavors off. You're like, which one sounds good? I'll literally buy all of them. I just need you to brush your teeth. Bubble gum, strawberry, watermelon. I'm like, okay, so we have like 8 kids' toothpaste that have 1 or 2 little drops out of them because they're horrible. So now I'm using fucking watermelon toothpaste. Oh, no. Just is it worse for my teeth? Is it better? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, dentist.
Oh shit.
I don't know. And then it's like, oh well, these teeth are coming in. We need to do this. And the way they talk in their secret code to the person, H4, we got a 3.5. Yep. 7. 7 and 9. Yep. We have a 3, 2. I'm like, what are these numbers? What's 7? What is,
I know.
like,
I know.
She's marking it on the computer. I'm like, could I get a translation? Could we make this layman's terms? Like, what's happening? What's happening? It's happening. But yeah, I need to get on the dentist.
I go. The dentist is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, she I don't think she quite loves me, but I just kind of just ignore half their shit when they're talking. So I have a broken tooth, and they're like, I got to get like a stud in there or whatever it is, like
a cap thing or like okay.
Yeah. She's like, when are you planning on doing this? I'm like, someday. That's what I said.
Probably when it starts producing excruciating amount of pain in my mouth.
Well, it was a root canal, and the thing fell off. It was like it fell off and it broke. It was just it just kind of fucking crumbled on me. So there's no pain or anything. It's just so I have to get it. But yeah, I was like someday, right? She's like, someday when? I was like, I don't know. I didn't put it on the calendar yet, right?
Right.
She's like, well, we don't do we'll put the tooth on, but we don't do this. Put the fucking piece of rebar or whatever it is going to put in your mouth. I said, okay. Like you have to make an appointment for that. I was like, okay, well, it's an extra step. That
another barrier to cross. Yeah. Wait, you have to go to 2 different places then to get this done?
Yeah, that's what I was like. Okay, now it's
really. Actually, you just want to yank it out.
$5,000.
You want to take it out now because that's probably what's going to end up happening.
Yeah, and it's going to cost $5,000. I was like, ooh, even then, I was like,
excuse me, why haven't you made it top priority to pay $5,000, go endure pain for hours, not be able to eat, drink, or do anything for several days after? Why haven't you rushed off to do this? I don't understand. They're fucking days like they're living in the dentist only.
I know. And it's funny because they have like so they had this new thing I didn't know. They have some commercial sport dog because people get nervous about the dentist. So they have a dog running around.
Oh, that's cool.
For me, it's not. I got in. I got in the chair, and I always said, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Let's do this." I'm like, "Okay, just let me know." I'm like, "All right, lay it on me. Let's go. I don't want to be here any longer than I have."
Let's move along, people.
Yeah, let's go.
So what is this dog? Is it like a golden retriever or something?
It's actually a small dog. So I don't know how you'd have. Maybe like it sits in the fucking lap of the person. It's like a Frenchie or some shit like that.
Hey, I mean,
I saw it walking around. Hey, whatever. That's a good idea. Not a bad idea.
If it helps some people, what's the fucking harm in it? Other than dog hair getting in your fucking mouth.
Yeah, I know.
Does he have to scrub in? Toto have to scrub in? What's the deal? What's the deal with that? But speaking of Toto, actually, we watched The Wizard of Oz with the kids. It was a toss up on if they were going to be able to hang because it's so the look of it is so old. Basically, it wasn't. Charlie liked it because it had singing and songs. It's very bright and colorful. And I'm like, you want to throw on Dark Side of the Moon and get real fucking? I'll spark a J up in here. We'll get real crazy.
Little gummy.
Get the bong out, take a rip, get some Pink Floyd on. But yeah, I think it was I thought it was a pretty good movie. It's been a long time since I'm not going
to watch it anymore. I used to have to watch all the time. It was one of my mom's favorites. I can't stand it. So
yeah,
I mean, it's good for what it is, but I've seen my share and I'm done with it.
Yes, but we had been talking before. I know you and your son had seen the new Jurassic Park. Mm-hmm. Is it not Old Dominion, but just
the college?
Yeah,
World Dominion.
Okay, that's what it is.
Something like that.
Well,
and we saw it with my dad. We went to movie theaters.
Ooh.
We saw it in the theaters.
I mean, a great place to see a Jurassic Park movie. Mm-hmm. And I went on my travels to Sweden. It was on the United app free, and it was yet to be released to streaming. So it was like in that post theater pre-streaming buffer zone.
Limbo.
Yeah, limbo. Yeah. And I was like, oh, sweet. I have a a 9-hour flight here. Let me just watch the new Jurassic Park movie. Pull it up. And then I'm texting with my wife or whatever. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm watching. She's like, you're watching that without me? I'm like, oh, well, I'm not paying any attention. So I had to wind that movie down and just watched something else. But we ended up getting, my wife's been hot on getting Peacock streaming service.
Cern's on that too.
You're on the Peacock as well?
Oh yeah. They have some good shit going on.
So we have Peacock, and of course, I'm like, well, if you need any more cock, just let me know. I can get hooked up too, baby.
It just doesn't satisfy the cock quota.
Yes, the cock quota. So we tuned on to the Jurassic Park, the new one. Ooh, it was tough to watch. There was too cringy.
Really pissed me off was the hands. They always had like the force hands, like, hey, in the first movie where Chris Pratt was with the Raptors, put his hand, put it up, like, oh. But they started doing it, like they all started doing it. Like, what the hell? Put those fuckers away.
I was like, I hope the fucking raptor runs up and bites your fucking hands off.
I know.
Tells me, don't stick your hands up in my face.
So I remember in the movie theater with my dad, they're like, oh, we're living with dinosaurs. We have to make an ethical decision of whether to,
how we're going to treat them.
Coexist, or eliminate them. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I remember him going, what? In the movie theater, right? Coexist.
We all know how this would go. There was no coexisting. They would be murdered.
And then he's like, dinosaurs in the snow? They started doing that shit. He's like, what the
yeah. So if you don't know the premise of this movie, it's basically a combination or summary, not a summary. No, it's a combination of all previous Jurassic Parks. So they have the OG actor, the man and woman from the original couple. They have
Dr. Grant.
Dr. Grant. Who's the? Why am I spacing on his name? He has his shirt unbuttoned all the way.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum's there, and then obviously your Chris Pratt and all these folks as well. But the thing to me was I don't know what this is called, but basically the play to nostalgia was just too over the top for every point. It was like, how do we make it? The dinosaur walks in front of a circle, and he puts his head up in the logo. Or the hand thing. They kept bringing in these little aspects from movies, like Easter egg kind of things, but it was just it was like, oh, look what we did here. We have the Barbasol can that Newman dropped, and they just like have that out. I'm like, fucking enough with this stuff. It was pissing me a fuck off. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, Jeffrey enjoyed it, but he was just in it for the dinosaurs. I mean, that was which was fine. I mean, it was just dinosaurs. Dinosaurs look cool.
I like them,
but the actual story of it, and it's like but they all have like these separate.
It was like 5 different movies.
Like and then they all meet together. Old school meets new school kind of shit. And I'm like, oh no.
I know the Chris Pratt trying to rescue the girl was like a 007 action movie kind of, but there was raptors chasing them, and then it turned into like a Godzilla movie with 3 huge fucking dinosaurs battling each other.
Oh, and they had a team up. I was like, teaming up? What the fuck? Where they like knock him in. I was like, oh no.
This breaks every evolutionary thing that 2 predators are going to team up to take down.
And then at the end, spoiler alert, they get they steal the baby, Blue's baby, and then they have to come back. And he's like, I made a promise, and he returns the fucking, and the thing comes back to like give him a head nod. I was gonna start booing. I was like, boo, come on.
I know, dude.
This is a reptile.
That was the stuff that was so cringy to me that just, it was like, it took me out. I made a promise to her mother. I'm like, I know. You think
she's gonna hold your tail? You have a contract?
Yes. What's the recourse for breaking said promise to a reptile?
She's gonna take it to court?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here with that. I was like, oh no, it was.
But you're right. When they all did the Jedi hands to each other,
I know. I was like, no, put those away. Put them away.
And enough with the hand thing. It was okay before because it was like a one-time, a training,
like a trainer, clicking and stuff. Yeah. Okay, I get it. But now it's like he's just, he's guiding these raptors with the Force. Yeah. It's like, get out of here. He's like he's the raptor whisperer or something. It's like, whoa. Whoa.
Right. It was exactly the best way to put it. They were trying. It was like they were using the force on the raptors, but just anyone could do it just if you put your hand up.
I mean, they have a black market and stuff, for dinosaurs. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that okay, I get it. But after that, with like the laser, like they train it for weapons.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And somehow these, and the dinosaurs can run miles, just 10, 15, 20 miles, full throttle and without tiring. It's just beyond.
You would think you would use like, I'm trying to look up what the Rotten Tomatoes score is. I just got to.
Oh God. It's got to be, I'm going to guess 28 or 28 to 35 would be my guess.
You would think he would use, current day predators, like a lion or something, where it's like, they basically will do a short sprint.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have some like a wolf or something that would run it down, but it's not like they're full, for sprinting it
miles and miles. Yeah. CERN is the big reveal. Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see. Jurassic World Dominion. Booting up here.
Okay.
Yep, we're loading in.
Is this the fifth and final Jurassic Park?
If it made enough money, I don't think it'll be. Tomato meter. What are you guessing?
I'm going to go with 28.
29.
Damn.
Now the audience has it at 77%.
I know, a bunch of gapers, probably.
Probably just,
dinosaurs.
In it for the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also...
I had a great point. Coexist with dinosaurs. Get out of here.
And the whole premise of I do think the modifying the locust to attack certain crops, that I bought in. I was like, I could see that happening.
Yeah,
Monsanto would do something like that, allegedly. Knock on. Yeah. Don't take us down. But when they broke into the facilities using what amounts to like a professor at their campus has somehow the highest security level.
I know.
Ever.
Like, wait a minute.
He takes his bracelet off, and they're able to get into everywhere. And then they're like, "Who did this? We have no idea how he got." I'm like,
"Here's how a key card works.
Yeah,
when
like
you
a
swipe it tells you exactly who it is. It's like a little fingerprint."
And their cameras have apparently unlimited amount of blind spots that they just can't capture. These people who are like 65 years old running around with this bracelet.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
It was a bracelet.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, the blind spots and shit too. I was like, wait a minute.
And then
this is supposed to be a top of the line facility.
I know. And the look of the scientist, the Asian guy with his long hair and his like frumpy grandpa sweater.
Oh, from the original.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, I don't know. This look that he's has doesn't scream like high functioning scientist to me. It's just as like barista at the coffee bar. It's like what he looked like. He's had this old grandpa sweater on and long hair to his shoulders.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. You said like the professor has all the same credentials as the CEO.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. So, but what else is on Peacock? I hear Yellowstone's very good. That's on. I know Joe's into that one.
Joe's into that. I haven't given it a try. No, I did slip back into old habits. And The Office was on. I needed to laugh at that point in time. When I started it, I was like, oh, you know what? I could get a good chuckle. So several seasons later, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should switch over something.
The Office is really good, though. The first couple seasons, especially, are strong. Is there an area that you kind
of after Michael leaves, after Steve Carell leaves? That's it. I'm dead. That's when The Office ends for me.
Okay,
it's just not the same.
Yeah, they bring in. They
bring a whole bunch of people. Yeah, Farrell's in it. It just didn't work.
Yeah, who was the Robert California guy? What's his?
The guy from The Blacklist. I can't remember
his fucking name. The way he looks bothers me. He just bothers me for some reason. What's his fucking name? God damn it!
You know what? I'll take a look.
Oh man, this is escaping me. And you're gonna say it. I'm gonna get it perfectly. I love watching bloopers from The Office. as well.
Oh yeah.
The last season of The Office was okay. I feel they.
James Spader.
James Spader. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
But it just didn't work. It was too much. It was too much Andy, too much Jim and Pam, and they were good characters. It's just
they can't carry the whole season.
Yeah, they couldn't. They're just not as interesting. I guess I don't mean not interesting. It's just not. Michael was obviously the center of the.
Yes.
The main.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say antagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's not the. Mm-hmm. He's just the one that kind of gets everything going.
Yeah, it's just the starter, just the fire starter.
I was watching the one. It was in season 7. It was the episode, and some of the lines. It's just me. I'm a sucker for the throwaway line.
Yes, I love it.
And it was like when Toby has to go back to jury duty, and they bring in back Holly Flax, and he says, and he has to go to the Scranton Stranglers trial, where he says,
"All right,
I have to thank the Scranton Strangler. You took one more man's breath away." I couldn't. I mean, I just can't. It's just the stupid lines they give me every time.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I think now, what's the best episode? There's actually.
Oh, is there a ranking?
In my opinion, my favorite episode, and 1 and 2, they're back to back. It's the one where Dwight does the fucking fire drill, but he actually sets the fire, and then Stanley has a heart attack.
Oh man, I don't know the episode's that good. I mean, I've seen.
I just saw
a lot of them, but yeah, that's pretty good.
He has a heart attack, and and then he said, then that one's just full of lines where it's just
yeah.
You almost killed Stanley. He's like, yeah, I forced him. I ate him sugar and butter for 50 years and forced him to exercise. It's just stupid shit.
Those are good.
Oh man,
those are good.
Anyway.
There are some good ones there for sure, and some of those lines too. You're like, I don't know if they're getting that in. If this show comes out in 2023, I don't know. I don't know if these
like
are
the
making
collard greens.
Yeah,
I think Steve Carell had said that because they're talking about Office reboot. And he said, "I just don't think you could do it today. People would be way too sensitive to the joke."
Yeah,
because which are meant to point light at
totally. Yeah,
but they would take it the wrong way
for sure. Feathers would be ruffled, no doubt.
Yeah, if I was Steve Carell, I'm sure he's living the life. He does things here and there. You know what? Does he really want the headache?
No, he doesn't need. Does he need insert 10, 15, $20 million that much to do one more?
No, he just grabbed that in a movie. He could do just a movie so often.
Yeah, he just what's easy money for that guy is those Minion movies.
Oh yeah,
the Minions are on Peacock.
Our dream, Chip and Cern voiceover.
We'd excel, I think. Maybe not though. I can't read from a thing. Just give me a couple bullet points on what to touch on, and I'll make it work.
Well, ad-lib the rest.
Yeah, we'll just.
Did you guys read your script? Yeah, I thumbed through it. We got it.
Okay. Just give me scene. Hold on, I'm going to need some time to take this first time. First look for me through the script here. I'm gonna need some time with it. Fired.
As long as we get just make sure the scenes are together. If Chip's going somewhere, I got it. We got it.
Yes. Although
vice versa.
I love there's some Instagram account that just has Office bloopers. Like that's their thing. They just post Office and their Seinfeld ones as well. So I follow a couple of those.
Yeah.
But the ability to come back from breaking where you are just busting up laughing from somebody fucking a lineup or just saying something. How you do that, it seems to be. I don't know if I
could do that either because Chip Stone CERN. We talk about something Thanksgiving text. It's been two decades.
It has
over 2 decades of friendship. Chip's known very much. When I break, I'm gone.
It's there's no coming back, and it nearly cost us our education.
I couldn't stop
one time. But it was funny. It was a great laugh, and it hurt. And sometimes these laughs are at the expense of our friends, Joe.
Joe, usually.
But it's a good laugh. Okay, Peacock. So if you have a good show on the Peacock, send it our way. Recommendations accepted.
chipasern@gmail.com.
Yeah.
I want to see. There's some, I think we watched, they had some movies and stuff on there too. I think we watched, because Robert wanted to see the final Halloween movie during Halloween time.
Oh.
So that was on there.
And that's the Halloween is Michael Myers?
Yeah, Michael
and
Myers.
He has the hockey mask, the old school hockey mask with the knife?
No, that's
Jason?
Well, he has a mask, but he has a knife, but it's he has the green mask. The green with like the hair is kind of
back. Yeah. Is that skin from somebody else that he put on?
I think it's just a mask. I'm not sure on this one. It's just Jason's the hockey mask, but he has a chainsaw.
Oh, I get all these folks mixed up.
We watched during Halloween. We watched
Scream is still pretty decent. The
original one. Yeah, we watched the original one. We watched the original Freddy Krueger.
That's a no-fly zone for my wife. She won't even look if there's a picture of Freddy Krueger or Chucky somewhere. She diverts her attention. She just
was the weirdest thing. I watched half that movie and had no fucking idea I was watching Johnny Depp at like age 21. He was the boyfriend in Freddy Krueger for Nightmare on Elm Street.
Really?
I didn't know until around. I was like, is that Depp? And I was like, kind of looks like him from the side. And I was like,
looks like him.
Kind of sounds like him a little bit. And I looked up. I was like, holy fuck, it is.
Wow.
So I text my dad, and he's like, duh, I got that.
Of course.
Okay, sorry. Hey, did you know there was a boyfriend? And he's like, yeah, duh. I was like, okay.
Okay.
Well. Maybe I should have said I did.
He comes into your dreams?
Yeah.
So when you fall asleep, then he shows up?
Yeah. Now, interestingly enough, because Jeffrey was on, and Jeffrey was kind of in and out of the room.
Yeah.
He knew it because he watched The Simpsons.
Oh,
and Simpsons made fun of it. So he's like, is this where he goes in your dreams? And like, I say, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we haven't, we don't partake in too many of the scary ones. So I don't know much about what they all do other than their weapons.
I don't love, scary movies, but some of the...
A thriller.
And some of the ones that are kind of like cult classics. I just to get when they make a joke, I can, kind of gather, like, I know what's going on.
Add it to the reference bank for sure. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a good one. I have seen that one.
Leatherface,
the old Leatherface there. He was never found again. But we were watching the one thing that we did see. It's a 4-part series on Peacock, The Hillside Strangler. If you're looking for a docudrama,
I am.
Whodunit, Hillside Strangler. Choking ladies in the 70s.
I have to watch that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But it's one of those. It's like
yell it out, but I don't think anyone's listening.
No one's listening. It's one of those where it's 4 episodes, and then you finish it. You're like, I probably could have been 2. It's like
yeah.
Like you don't.
We watched
you don't need
on Netflix. We watched Killer Sally or something like that about the bodybuilder who killed her husband.
Oh.
And she spent like 25, 30 years, whatever it was, in prison. I think she just got released. And it was one of those, like, it was interesting as it dives into because she was a bodybuilder, so was her husband. And it kind of dives into that world. And she was bodybuilding in the 80s, 90s. So,
a lot of,
Jose Canseco was probably their dealer kind of thing, And the husband had roid rage and would beat her and she shot him, and she was claiming got her wife self-defense, and I was like, maybe that was. But then when I heard the testimony that she shot him, went back, reloaded with a sawed-off shotgun, reloaded it, and shot him again. I was like,
finish the job.
Ooh, the second time, the second shot doesn't bode well for the
crime of passion.
I'm sure she was beating him and whatnot, and what because they said that they had the kids on and stuff, and they said he would all the time throw rages and
beat the fuck out of. That's horrible.
So I said, okay, I get the first shot. Second shot, she's like, I was afraid he's gonna come back for me. They said he wasn't even. He was lying on the ground when she shot him again. I was like, ooh, that doesn't.
Yeah, he probably had a hole the size of a basketball in his chest.
I know. They shot him with a fucking tape.
But I will say, when you get a rush of adrenaline or
Oh, there's no way she was thinking about how's this going to go around in court.
Yeah, there's no way and maybe she actually was thinking that. I don't know. I feel like if someone beats the fuck out of you on a regular basis and you do end up getting them, maybe you just get the pass or you get something light.
Yeah, no. So she got like 25 or something like that.
Damn, trying to make an example.
I know.
But let alone these football players knock around their chicks in the elevator on fucking video, won't even get suspended.
I know.
Brutal. Winston's coming back, isn't he? Is it Winston?
Watson.
Deshaun
Watson.
Sorry, Winston.
Yeah. I think some of his accusers, they said they're going to be in the stands to watch the game. I don't know.
Why would you do that?
I'm sure it was in the article, but I was like, I don't really want to.
You didn't skim that part?
No, I saw the thing and I was like, I'm not like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did enjoy the Jaguars mascot this week.
He was wild.
I don't know what he was doing.
Wild.
I think the best part was like someone's like, "Come get your mascot." What the fuck's going on?
He was in. He had the yellow furry head on, but then he was in only yellow body paint with a green Speedo.
Yeah, with the American flag on the front, and then the green, like the Jacksonville green or something on the back. I was like, "What the hell?" I don't know what's going on there.
That is something. Was he? Like he was just trying to make himself be in the back of all these pictures and videos when people score a touchdown. Just come.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh boy.
How do you what meeting does this get pitched in? They're like, hey, what if we did this? What if instead of having a regular mascot, we just had Bob from accounting wear the hat and we're going to put him in yellow body paint and he's going to wear a Speedo and just do crazy shit during the game?
I don't know. That's.
Is this?
Did he go rogue? Did he go lone wolf rogue and just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm making a name for myself.
Could you imagine? He took it upon himself.
The PR rep's like, no! What the fuck?
I think if something like that happened, he would be removed as quickly as possible.
If I was a PR and I didn't know that was happening, I'd be like, security, get that.
Get this Jaguar.
Get Bob off the fucking field right now.
Absolutely. No go zone for this guy. No go.
It would have been better if he had like a little tail coming out the Speedo. That would have been the cherry the icing on the cake. That would have been the cherry on top.
Like the cowardly lion's tail in Wizard of Oz. It was on like an invisible string, so the whole movie it's clearly just like waving around. This fucking tail was like, how long was that thing? Like 6 feet?
I know, it was as tall as him.
That would have been great to have on the back of that Jaguar. I would have laughed.
Oh, well.
I would have laughed on that one. But
he's more of a bobcat.
No, I'm just singing Wizard of Oz songs.
Oh no.
Oh man. No, it's I was like, this is the OG witch. All the witches. This is like the first witch in a movie. Was Wizard of Oz, right? Pretty much.
The green with the green.
Yeah, the green face paint and stuff. Yeah, my pretties. But some of the monkeys and stuff jumping around. I was, when your kids are little and something's on the TV and you just kind of look at them like, how's this going to go? Are they going to be okay with this, or is this going to scare the shit out of them? It was one of those scenarios when they started attacking the scarecrow, and
usually I get a mildly backhanded insulting comment. And it's something from it's like a movie that was made in like 95, let's just say.
Yeah.
And they're like, this movie is way old. This is ridiculous. I'm like, way old. Watch your mouth, motherfucker.
I was 10. I was your age when this came out.
Yeah, I know.
Man. Well, we did it again, Cerny. Here we are. December. We made it. We've made it to again. December. We have if you scored some good Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals and or have good Peacock TV recommendations, send those our way. We love to hear from everyone. Or if you want a hat or shirt, Black Friday sale, they're free.
Chippersearch@gmail.com. Or Twitter is, well, not Twitter.
Ooh, Twitter. Nope. Twitter is, if it's around.
Yeah.
If it's around on
Instagram. You can go on Instagram.
IG. Shoot us over there. Or if you know us personally, just text us, I guess.
Yeah.
That works too. But yeah, it's time for the ho-ho holidays.
We're ready.
More laughs from Chip and Cern. You better believe it. But until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.